Hey guys, I'm going to show you today how you can use a product called Loom to create your own courses, record your screens, record your presentations, to then use for your e-courses or your webinars and all kinds of other business things like that. So you're going to go to loom.com and you're going to see this really large button here. It says Get Loom for free. Okay, so Loom does have a free plan. So what I'm going to show you is the difference between their free plan and their paid plan so you can see the difference. So for the free plan, you're going to get up to 25 videos per person, but you do have a limit of only 5 minutes per video, so you cannot record past the 5 minutes. Now, if you upgrade, you can have unlimited videos and unlimited recording lengths, and you can also do things like remove the Loom branding. You can put links in your videos. You can import and download the videos. You can put passwords on the videos. You can get the custom embed links to use your videos on other platforms and everything like that. So the free plan is going to be pretty sufficient for those who are just getting started as long as you have under 25 videos. But if you think you may have over 25 videos that may be longer than 5 minutes, you may want to look into this upgrade option. So once you go back onto this page, you're going to click the Get Loom for Free button so you can create your account. And it's going to ask you either to sign up with Google or you can just log in with an email and then hit continue. So go ahead and choose whether you want to use Google or just your email and go ahead and sign up. Once you log in and you've got your account set up, now you're going to see this page. This is your home page. You can see this toolbar. What you're going to want to go to is the My Library page. And this is where you're going to find your videos. Now, if you're just getting started, your page is probably going to be blank, and that's okay. I'm going to show you how you can start recording videos. So there are two different ways that you can record your Loom videos. If you are using Loom within your browser, your web browser, you're going to see a button here that says New Video, and you can click on that and just hit Record a Video. But what you can also do is you can download the desktop app and use it no matter where you're at. So you can use it even when you're not on the web browser. Okay, so you can go to this loom.com/desktop. They also have a Chrome extension and a desktop app. I personally really love the desktop app because you can do things without even having the web browser open. So once you have that downloaded, it's going to live in your toolbar or your applications, and when you click it, it's going to come up with this little toolbar here with some information. Now you can see here that the microphone is actually showing a waveform because I'm actually talking right now. So you're going to want to make sure that that is turned on. And then if you would like your face to be in your course video, if you would like your face to be in your webinar or whatever it is that you're recording, you'll just want to make sure that your camera is turned on here, and it will turn on your camera, and you'll have the ability to move it around the screen, which I'll show you in a little bit. And then the next thing that you're going to do before you start recording is you're going to choose the size that you want it to film on. So it'll give you options. So when you click it, you can choose the full screen option. You can choose a specific window. You can choose a custom size, okay? And we're going to go through each of these. Okay, so let's say you have your PowerPoint or your document open, whatever you use. It doesn't have to be PowerPoint specific, but whatever you're using for your presentation, for your course material, you have that open and you're ready to record. So you put your presentation in full screen mode, and you are ready to start recording. Now, if you've got the desktop app, all you want to do is you want to click on your option here, and you want to either choose full screen, which is what it is on now. You can choose specific window if you have multiple tabs or applications open, or you can choose custom size. And here's what custom size will do. If you click on it, it's going to let you choose the amount of the screen that you would like to be shown. And then once you do that, you've selected your size and you're going to hit start recording, and you're going to see a countdown. So once the countdown has started, you'll see here over on the left, you've got your little toolbar that's moving and it's counting up, showing you that you are recording. And anytime you are going through your presentation and you need to take a break, you need to figure out what it is you need to say next, all you have to do is just make a pause here and you can gather your thoughts. And then when you're ready to start again, you can just hit the play button. and it will restart your recording right where you picked off. And you can just keep going through your presentation, talking, letting the people know whatever it is you're teaching them on, go through your presentation all the way through. This is a really great template here. And when you're done, all you have to do is just hit the stop button, and it's going to pull up this Loom recording in your account. So it's going to show you that you've recorded it, and there's a few things you can do here. So at the top, you're going to be able to rename this file. So we'll say Loom Intro Video 1. Maybe this is the name of the course. I'm teaching you about Loom, and this is going to be video 1 of the module, and so I would rename it that. The other thing that we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to edit this if we need to cut out anything in the beginning and the end. So let me show you how to do that. You're going to come over here to this toolbar on your right, and you're going to see Trim and Stitch. You're going to click on that. Now this option is not great in terms of a really in-depth editor. Coming from me as an editor myself, I would not say this is very thorough in terms of editing like the nitty-gritty parts of your course. But what you can do is you can use it to cut off the beginning if there's a lot of space in the beginning. So that just means that you don't have to start your recording right away as soon as it counts down. If you need to gather your thoughts and think things through before you begin, you can leave that space open and then just come in here to the editor and trim that off in the end. And then let's say in the middle you messed up and you wanted to remove part of your course in the middle, you just put this little red bar, which is what we call the playhead, put that where you would like to split your clip, and you'll see over here it says split. You'll hit that, and then you can trim a part away, whatever it is that you don't need in the video. So you'll see that it is a little bit darker gray, and that's the part that is removed. So if you play the video, I'll show you. Make a play button. And you can just keep going through your... It's going to completely skip over the part that you take out. Now, once you're done doing that, you'll want to hit save. And then you've got your finished video. So now what? What do we do? So there's a couple things you can do. You can post this video somewhere else. You can use the link. But typically, if you're posting your course onto a platform where you're going to be hosting it, you're going to want to download these videos. So what you can do is go up to this 3 dots right here, More Actions, and it's going to give you a bunch of options, okay? You can move the video to a folder if you want to categorize your videos. You can duplicate, you can archive it, and you can download it, okay? So this is what you're going to want to do if you plan to put these videos on a different platform, okay? You can also download closed captions, which is really great, but one thing I would recommend is just to go over to your transcript and maybe make sure that all of your words are correct, because the software that picks up on this type of thing is really good, but sometimes it's really bad, okay? So you want to make sure that what is being said on screen is also what's accurate in the transcript. That way, for accessibility reasons, anyone who needs to utilize those closed captions will be able to get the accurate information, okay? So once you do that, you can download your videos, put them on any platform that you want, and you're good to go. Now, if you're putting your videos onto a platform like System.io that utilizes custom embeds, all you have to do to get those custom embed codes is go to this purple share button, and it's going to give you a couple options. Share, where you can put in an email address to someone that you want to share it with. Social, if you want to connect some platforms, you can share it there. Or you go to embed, and you'll want to just leave it on responsive size. And what that means is that the code is going to be responsive to whatever platform you put it on, and it's going to be able to kind of move and make changes where needed. And then you'll just hit copy embed code. And once it says copied, you'll have that code on your clipboard, and you can utilize that code wherever you need it. Another thing that I really love about Loom is if you are doing a presentation that requires a little bit more of an interactive type thing, on your toolbar over here, you also have this draw option where you can draw and highlight anything on the page to help people kind of see what you're talking about. right? So let's say you were trying to demonstrate something and you wanted to make an arrow, which that's a really bad arrow. So maybe you just try to do it a little bit better there. You can utilize this draw feature to help drive home the point that you're trying to make in your presentation, in your course, whatever it may be. So you can even change the color to help you. So let's say you needed to make sure people understood that this was really important. You could underline it. You can write out whatever it is you want people to see. And then when you're done with that, you just hit done and it will go back to your regular toolbar. You can turn on your camera, and that can live in the bottom of your screen if you would like yourself to be on camera, and I'll show you that really quick. You just hit camera, give it a second. And there it is. So it's a little bit of an inception here because now you can see me, but you have the option of making it a small camera, a bigger circle, and you can go back to small. You can also move this wherever on the screen that you want to. So when you're doing your presentation and you want yourself to be on camera, depending on what your presentation looks like, you may need to move yourself from one side of the screen to the other, so you can do that within your presentation. So then I'm just going to turn this off. You also have the ability to add speaker notes, okay? So if you have a couple of things, let's say you are on this slide here, and you want to make sure you remember to mention certain points. Before you start your recording, you can add in these speaker notes, and it says you can write anything down here that you want, and you can just leave that on the screen, and that is not going to be shown in your video. So these notes won't even be there in your Loom video. So it's essentially just like a little cheat sheet that you can use when you're doing your presentation for your course. So as we wrap up this training on Loom, I just wanted to mention a few other things. In your desktop app, you've also got settings. And what you're going to be able to do is you can actually touch up your appearance, do a little bit of auto lighting, noise filter, and then what I wanted to show you is this recording control. So you can see right now on this side of my screen, you've got this recording control toolbar here. Okay, and that's going to be every time you record a Loom video, this toolbar is going to show up on your screen to help you control whether you want to pause or stop. Now, you probably don't want that in your finalized videos for your course, so what you can do is come in here to your settings and you can choose whether to show it or hide it while recording, okay? So that's what I like to do when I'm recording a Loom video. I like to hide it. And then, of course, your controls for start and stop are just going to end up in your toolbar of your computer wherever you're filming everything. But if you want to show it, you can. I just personally think that it's always a good choice to hide that where possible. And then, of course, you can go to your video and audio. Make sure you choose the best option for you depending on what camera you're using. You can also turn on your highlight mouse clicks. You can see here when I click now, the mouse is going to be highlighted to help you see where I'm clicking. You can turn on or off the recording countdown. You can flip the orientation of your camera, and then you can use system audio. You can open your screenshots and you can record in mono. Those aren't really settings that matter as much. I just wanted to mention them. And then, of course, if you come over to your preferences, you have a couple of things here, some shortcuts that you can learn for your computer specifically to help you start and stop your videos a little bit quicker. So I hope this has helped. I hope that you guys can use Loom to record your courses and all of your content to help people learn amazing skills. And that's all for now.